Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Jason kidnaps Valentin for Sunny. Culprit's fate decided. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers reveal that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, will have some huge news for Sunny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, now that he's pried some answers out of Clement Moore, Philip Cass. Jason learned two key pieces of info from Clement in the August 16 episode. For starters, Clement mentioned that Ava Jerome, Maura West, indeed had a hand in Sunny's med-tampering drama. Ava tried to act like she simply found out after the deed was done, but that wasn't the whole story. GH fans know Ava conveniently left out the part where she pushed Clement to put Sunny on full placebos. However, Ava was right about Sunny having a mysterious enemy, so Jason will be able to take a name back to Sunny during the week of August 19 to 23. Once Jason updates Sunny on Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, being the one who initially had his meds manipulated, you can bet Sunny will be livid. Jason will be in touch with Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, about the search for Valentin, and whether she might warn him about Sunny having a target on his back. It sounds like Jason will bring Anna up to speed on Valentin being behind the altered prescriptions, so she'll obviously be disappointed in Valentin's behavior. Anna won't want Valentin to suffer a grim fate at Sunny's hands, but she also can't keep enabling his crimes. As for Sunny, he'll come up with a theory and share it with Jason. Could Sunny have a hunch about where Valentin is hiding out and take steps to snatch him up? Sunny might at least have a plan to track Valentin down and make him pay a steep price for what he did. Sunny could easily order Valentin's kidnapping and rope Jason into putting his enforcer skills to good use again. It'd be satisfying to see Sunny confront Valentin over the med tampering, so maybe that's what he'll ultimately have a chance to do. Will Sunny hold Valentin hostage somewhere and rough him up a bit? Sunny might try to put some fear in Valentin and taunt him while he's restrained somewhere. It's possible Sunny could have a grisly outcome in mind for Valentin, but he might ultimately let Valentin live for Charlotte Cassadine's, Scarlett Fernandez's, sake. It all depends on how generous Sunny is feeling in that moment. General Hospital spoilers say Sunny's revenge opportunity may be coming up, so we'll bring you predictions on his unsettling plans. In the dimly lit corridors of Port Charles, tension hung thick in the air, a silent prelude to the chaos about to unfold. The night was still, the kind that made even the most seasoned residents of the town feel a shiver down their spines. A storm was brewing, not one of thunder and rain, but one of secrets, betrayals, and life-altering decisions. Jason Morgan, with his signature black leather jacket and cold, calculating eyes, was a man on a mission. His loyalty to Sunny Corinthos had never wavered, but tonight it was being tested in ways he hadn't anticipated. The streets whispered of a brewing conflict between the Corinthos and Cassadine families, a conflict that threatened to tear apart the fragile peace that had settled over Port Charles. Sunny had given the order. Valentin Cassadine, the enigmatic and ruthless heir to the Cassadine fortune, had crossed a line. He had become a threat too great to ignore, a shadow lurking on the edges of Sunny's empire. It wasn't clear what Valentin had done, but in Sunny's world, reasons were secondary to results. The decision was made. Valentin had to be neutralized, and Jason was the one to make it happen. Jason moved through the shadows, his mind a flurry of thoughts and possibilities. Valentin was no ordinary enemy. He was cunning, resourceful, and always 10 steps ahead. Kidnapping him wouldn't be easy, but Jason wasn't one to back down from a challenge. For Sunny, for the family, he would do whatever it took. Valentin Cassadine, unaware of the storm approaching, sat in his study at Windermere. The sprawling estate, perched on Spoon Island, was a fortress, both in structure and in the secrets it held. Valentin was a man who had built his life on control and manipulation. Every move was calculated, every decision weighed against a complex web of alliances and enmities. But tonight, he would find that not even his ironclad control could save him from Jason Morgan. The clock struck midnight, the hour when the world is most vulnerable, and Jason made his move. He had infiltrated Windermere with the precision of a ghost, slipping past guards and security systems as if they weren't there. He knew the layout of the estate, had studied it for weeks in preparation. There were no mistakes in Jason's world, only objectives and the means to achieve them. Valentin barely had time to register the presence in his study before he felt the cold metal of a gun press against the back of his neck. His instincts kicked in, but before he could react, Jason's voice cut through the darkness. "Don't move," Jason ordered, his tone leaving no room for negotiation. "You're coming with me." Valentin, always one to maintain his composure, smirked despite the situation. "Jason Morgan. To what do I owe the pleasure?" "Sonny wants a word," Jason replied curtly, tightening his grip on the gun. Valentin knew better than to resist. Jason was a professional, and any attempt to fight back would be futile. But as he allowed Jason to bind his hands and lead him out of Windermere, Valentin's mind was already working on overdrive. He had underestimated Sonny's ruthlessness, and now he was paying the price. The drive to the meeting place was silent, the tension palpable. Valentin tried to gauge Jason's mood, looking for any sign of hesitation or doubt, but there was none. Jason was a man of few words, and tonight he was even more guarded than usual. The fate of Valentin Cassadine was in his hands, and Jason wasn't about to let emotions cloud his judgment. They arrived at a secluded warehouse on the outskirts of town, a place known only to a select few in Sonny's inner circle. It was here that Sonny had chosen to confront Valentin to decide his fate. Jason shoved Valentin inside, the door slamming shut behind them with an ominous finality. Sonny was waiting, his expression unreadable as he watched his longtime enforcer deliver their most dangerous adversary. The room was sparse, the only light coming from a single hanging bulb that cast harsh shadows on the walls. The air was thick with the smell of dust and oil, a fitting backdrop for the grim business at hand. Valentin met Sonny's gaze, his usual confidence tempered by the reality of his situation. "Sonny," he began, his voice smooth but laced with a hint of unease. "This isn't necessary. We can work something out." Sonny raised an eyebrow, his expression hardening. "Work something out? You've been working against me, Valentin. You've been making moves that threaten my family, my business. That doesn't fly in my world." Valentin's mind raced. He had anticipated many outcomes, but being cornered like this wasn't one of them. He needed to regain control, to find a way out. "Whatever you think I've done, Sonny, it's not what it seems. We both know the power dynamics in this town are shifting. There's no need for us to be enemies." But Sonny wasn't in the mood for negotiations. He nodded to Jason, who stepped forward, tightening his grip.